Father's Day song. I'm thankful to get to be here. I'm thankful to see everybody one more time. We've had such a busy weekend already. It's been a wonderfully busy weekend.
Amen.
Just speaking for myself. I find that the more that I labor in the name of the Lord, the more I'm blessed for it.
Yeah.
And the easier that the blessings come. And you can say that there's a direct correlation there. Not that we earn anything.
That's right.
But that we are able to receive God's mercy.
There you go.
And His blessing.
Get our show.
I've never learned how to preach, or I guess it's going on 15 years now. It's hard to believe that it's been that long. But I've never learned how to do this, and I don't think I ever will. But you know, just like with me and Brandy, we have lived about an hour and a half away from church for, I guess, about 8 months now. And, you know, I've heard it said before, and I truly believe it, that you can build church around your life. You should. Or you can build your life around church. And you know what? Sometimes
Build it around it.
Sometimes it's hard because the things of this world cloud our minds.
Absolutely.
And the things that we feel are important or good may not line up with what God wants us to do. And there's nothing wrong with having a good job or having nice things. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting the best for your children. Good education. But you know what? We need to be careful about how we lay our priorities out.
Yes, we do.
And you have heard me say many times that I'm one that has always had to learn things the hard way. I guess I'm stubborn or hard-headed, as Brandy would probably say. But I've always had to learn things by experiencing them. Even when I was young and wasn't even in the church, I wouldn't take anyone's word for anything. I always had to seek it out myself and experience it. And then I would form my own opinion on it. And you know what? Even as I grew and come into the church, listen, even when I was in college, listen, you know what? I had a lot of good conversations with my professors. Listen, and you know, I've had a lot of good debates with some of the elder brothers that have been doing this thing for a long time. Listen, and you know what I found is that sometimes you just gotta lay it at the foot of Jesus. Listen, you know what? Sometimes you don't have to trouble yourself with, well, how am I going to get myself out of this? Sometimes, I don't know why we get things so backwards. Listen, and you know what? When troubles come, church and praying is usually the first things to go. Why do we do things like that? I'm not talking about anyone here. I'm talking about me. When troubles come, when troubles come, I find myself just like old Peter was. You know what? Peter was pretty bold. He was pretty strong in the faith when he was with Jesus. But when he got separated from him. He got pretty weak, didn't he? Listen, right up until Jesus' last breath, when he was suffering the passion. Listen, you know what? Jesus looked at him and said, Peter, you know what? Before this night is done, before dawn even breaks, you're going to deny me 3 times. And what did Peter say? No, Lord, not me. Any of these, but not me, because he was with my Lord. And when they had him in the town hall, in the square, and they was laying him open, laying the stripes across him, listen, and Peter was ashamed, was hiding in the back. I wasn't so bold then, was he? And you know what? That 3rd time that he said, I don't know that man, I'm not one of his. You better believe that Jesus looked down right up here and seen him saying, Peter, don't you love me? Then feed my sheep. Peter, dost thou love me? Feed my lambs. People, you know what? This world, it's getting darker by the day. And you know what? Maybe it's just the worry setting in a little bit more. Because my children are starting to get a little older. Listen, and I find myself every night not praying so much about Jeremy, not praying so much about my wife. I find myself praying, Lord God, help me to lead them unto you. Help me to lay the stones down for them to follow. Listen, just like old Joshua.
That's right.
I find myself less concerned about the worldly things. Find myself less concerned about finances.
That's right.
And a good home and a good education. And I find myself more concerned about the souls of my children. Because I know it's not going to be long in Brandon. It's not going to be long for yours either. That one day the scales are going to fall from their eyes. And they're not going to be under that protection.
That's right.
They're going to realize that they are sinners. And they're going to step out. You know, I like to think of it way back at the beginning with Adam and Eve. Listen, don't you understand that Moses, listen, they were painting a picture for us, and he was trying to show children and how they enter age of accountability. Listen, and when Adam and Eve realized that they were dirty sinners. Listen, he cast them out of paradise. Listen, but he didn't stop there. At the gate of Eden, he put a flaming cross or a sword. I think of it as a cross because that's what a sword looks like. Don't you understand that the only way now back into paradise is right through that cross? Listen, a Savior is needed. Listen.
That's right.
That's when. And the only way that you can get back in to paradise, not in this life, but you know, even the troubles of this life, I don't see how anyone could face them without my Lord. I really don't. And you know, I had a couple different bookmarks here, and I haven't touched any of them. Sometimes that's good.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's all right.
Oh, you know, all I can think about, and I loved our meeting that we had last night. I thought everyone done so well. And I would have loved for this whole community to have gathered
Amen, brother.
and hear the words that were spoken, but more importantly, to feel the Spirit
That's right.
that was manifest here. Listen, you know what? If the Spirit of God doesn't make you want to stand up and shout when it begins to move, listen, if when the brothers are blessed to preach or someone's blessed to sing a song, listen, if you don't make the hair stand up on the back of your neck, listen, then you need to be praying because something's wrong, because the Spirit of God doesn't simmer. Listen, it's like a pot of boiling water, and don't get to a point and stop. Listen, my Lord, listen, is a Spirit.
That's right.
And He seeketh such to worship Him in spirit and in truth. It's not about enticing words or any well thought out sermon. And I heard you say last night, Dad, that just a moment with Jesus, just one little millisecond of that feeling when He takes over,
Yeah, buddy.
it pays for so much trouble down here. It pays for so much sorrow that we have to go through. When we can lay all of our burdens down outside and come in here and with one mind and one accord lift up Jesus' name. Listen, you better believe that He'll be in our midst. Listen, sometimes I want to climb up on this roof and just shout, thank you, Lord. I don't care what this world thinks of me. Listen, I've got something to shout about. Listen.
Right.
I've got something worth calling out. And my only prayer is that you do too. You know, I want to get out of the way here in just a minute. Let these brothers come. You know, when Jesus was carrying the cross up Calvary, the brother, I thought did such a good job last night, Brother Chris. And he was talking about how they were mocking him and spitting at him. And they had already beat him beyond recognition. And they were still stoning him and mocking him the whole way up that hill as he was carrying that heavy cross. And you know, I love reading when his mother come to him there, fought her way through the crowd. Listen, can you imagine seeing one of your children go through what they were doing to him?
Yeah, Lord.
Listen, you know what? And she come crawling through the crowd just to see her son one more time. Listen, and when she got close to him, Jesus, He looked at her when they had pushed him on the ground one more time. He looked at her and He said, Mother, behold, I make all things new. Listen to me. While they were killing him, He still had mercy and love on His mind. People today, what are you holding on to that's worth not only your very soul, but the souls of your loved ones?
Amen.
What do you got to give them?
What do you leave behind?
It's more important than pointing them to heaven.
There's nothing more important.
There's nothing more important. And you know, I was listening to the radio the other day. I heard this woman Her name was Stacy. She began to tell a little story that touched my heart. And she said she had a grandfather that she loved and who had raised her. And it said that as he got old, cancer come and took his eyesight from him. And she said that one of his favorite things in this world, naturally so, was to sit out in his little rose garden there that he kept and read the Bible to his granddaughter. And she was a grown woman now, and he's long been gone. But she said that when cancer come and took his eyesight and he wasn't able to go out and tend to his little rose bushes anymore, listen, every time that she would come in and say, "Papa, I'm here," his first thing that he would ask her, "Stacy, are the roses blooming?" Listen, and you know what? They fell to the thorns and the thistles.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, and she'd say, "No, Papa, the roses aren't blooming right now." Listen, and he'd get his little Bible there, and he'd hand it to her after he couldn't see, and he'd say, "Will you read me something?" Listen, and it says that when his last days come, then they come in around the bed. Listen, as he was breathing his last breath, and he looked or turned his head to his granddaughter's direction, and he said, "Stacy, the rose is blooming today." Listen, and she looked out that window and said, "No, Papa, they're not blooming." And he handed her his Bible, and he closed his eyes and left this world, and she opened it up to the front, and it said, "Don't worry, Stacy, the garden I'm in is in full bloom. The roses are beautiful. Listen, you know what? You can have this world. You can have the troubles. You can have the heartaches. Listen." I got my eyes set a little bit higher than the troubles of this world here. One of these days, he was talking about it last night, Shad. We're going to open our eyes to that garden. That beautiful garden. And we're going to walk the streets of gold and the walls of jasper. And we'll trouble no more. I can't wait for that day. When he calls me, I'm going to answer. Say, "Here I am." And you know what? I'm not going to be worried about my children. Then, all the troubles and worries of this world are going to be gone. And you know what? All I can hope in this life is that I've piled those stones high enough for my children to follow. Because if they want to see me again, then they've got to go to the same place that I went to with a troubled heart and a contrite spirit and cry out, "Father, have mercy on me." Then they can see Daddy again. You come on.
Well done, son. God bless you.